Hello, my friends, and welcome to this epic, spooktacular Halloween slash full moon version of our pick a pile readings. Um, Happy Halloween, happy full moon. Should be a interesting evening. We got crazy energy going on. So that's why I pulled out like all of my decks to do this reading for you guys. So I do hope you enjoy it. Um, I'm going to get real in depth. So we have here 5 different piles. We have the Witch's Tarot with pile number 1, and we have messages underneath as well. We have the Halloween Tarot. We have the Zombie Tarot, the Haunted House Tarot, and the Vampire Tarot. We're working with all of these decks tonight. So you'll want to take some time, and I'm going to kind of pull this up for you. Take some time, see what pile calls to you. Is there a deck that's calling to you? You can even pause the video if you need to. Now, if you've come over from Facebook and you've already chosen your pile, the links to each reading are in the video description, so you can head over there and just click on your link and go right to your reading. If not, take your time, see what pile you're drawn to, and then we're going to get into these readings. We're going to get ready. So, here we go. Here we go. All right, let's get the camera going. So, I'm going to go ahead and bring this out. I'm going to move these forward. I'm going to get each pile out of my way. And we are going to start out with pile number 1. That is the Witch's Tarot, as well as additional guidance. Okay, so how this is going to work, I'm going to pull some tarot cards first, and then we're going to go into the oracle cards for your reading. So I did this reading as whatever this Halloween full moon energy, what is it that you need to know at this time? What messages do you need to hear? You know, the veil's open, the veil's thin, so what do you need to know? All right, so let's start out with pile number 1. So I'm going to be pulling 3 tarot cards for each. I'm going to start out with that kind of mini reading there with the tarot. All right, so this is the Witch's Tarot. If you chose pile number 1, I feel like maybe for some of you, there is some sneakiness going on. So what is going on in your life? Like, you know, I feel like, do you feel like you have to tiptoe around people? Do you feel like you have to hide stuff? I feel like, do you constantly feel like maybe you're having some issues with some other people? I feel like a lot of emotions going on in here, a lot of up and down emotions. I feel like things kind of pulling away. You know, what's going on? I'm going to push this down a little so hopefully you can maybe see these cards a little better. But I feel like, there we go. I like that. I like that view better for you guys. I don't know. I feel like maybe you're just having trouble, whether it's with a friend, whether it's with family members. There's something going on, and I don't know if somebody's sneaking around, like behind your back, or there's some stuff going on behind your back or behind the scenes that isn't super favorable for you, unfortunately. You know, I get right here, you know, this guy, either you're tiptoeing, some of you are tiptoeing around, some of you may have something to hide yourselves, and others, I feel like, you know, there's this feeling of, you know, people hiding stuff from you. And I get that here too. So I feel like, you know, there's these other women or these other people, and they have an awful lot to say, but they don't have it. They're not saying it to your face. There's stuff going on, you know, and I feel like here too, we see this is in reverse. And this is very much about, I feel like I want to tell you guys, don't expect to receive the same thing that you give out all the time. Don't expect you out of other people. So I feel like maybe there's something that has been given, part of you has been given to another person or other people, or it's just not coming back in return. Okay? So I feel like that's the basis of what is going on with the energy if you chose pile number 1. Right? So now I want to get into the oracle cards here. So the first thing we have here is this Pluto transformation. So I chose cards that were, these are the only astrology cards, but we have astrology, we have moon cards, we have Halloween cards, we have witches and vampires and all of that. Because I felt like it's just all this energy that is coming in for us. So for you guys, there's a lot of Pluto energy. And Pluto's like the god of the underworld. So again, remember I felt like in those first readings, and I'm just going to keep these over here to keep me kind of on track. But, we have this energy of something going on that's not so great behind the scenes. I feel like, perhaps some unwelcome surprises or tower moments, something collapsing, things that, or people that you may have relied on. They're just, I feel like for those of you who chose this pile, they're not going to always be here. I feel like there's something going on where something's going to go, I feel like there's relationships in your life that may have been difficult, and they're going to go one of two ways from here. They're either going to deepen or they're going, to become more difficult. I feel like there's a lot of intensity with relationships, this intense energy. And I want to tell you it's important to try not to control things. Really just surrender to the ups and downs within your relationships or even within life at this time. Again, I'm getting hidden stuff. So maybe there's some hidden subjects. Maybe you've been kind of drawn towards things that are hidden, or hidden messages, or mysterious stuff. I feel like, maybe paranormal, or, maybe you're involved in some occult things that are just kind of pulling you. And that's fine, as I feel like you just want to watch out and protect yourself from anything negative. But I feel like be open to that curiosity, because I feel like there's, again, I keep getting that hidden, aspect or energy. There's something hidden behind the scenes, all right? So I feel like those things will come to light. Whatever it is, it will come to light. Transformation. But we can't have transformation until something comes to light. And we got fertility, all right? Something new is coming. It's trying to anyways, but you have to let it in. You have to make room for it. I feel like the energy of new life, of growth, it wants to come through. So there's always that pattern of your path. So the path is transformation. It's something new. Letting go of the old. Not worrying about others as much. Okay? Very, very important. You know, sometimes I feel like you worry about others too much, or you put others' needs before yours. So how can anything new come if you're so busy, um, taking care of other people's needs? So I feel like you need a little discipline. Here we got the discipline card with our little vampires. Training, consistency, practice, right? So I feel like maybe the reason why you're struggling to let go and get this transformation moving forward and making room for this this stuff to take root is because you're lacking in some kind of discipline. Okay, there's no quick fixes in your life. If you want lasting results, if you want something real, and I feel like this lesson is sitting with you in the present moment of wanting something real and something good, you have to work for it. You have to get disciplined. You have to be committed. Okay? Nothing is going to come easily. What do you value? Do you value something just being easy, or do you value something that's real? Because the real is going to be harder and it's going to take work. Okay? I feel like if you chose this, you want something to happen faster than it can for your own sake. You know, you want it. You see it, you want it. You want to be somewhere where you're just not maybe ready to be in your life. Okay, so I want you to not get so stressed out, or I don't want you to feel resentful, or I don't want you to lack, to devalue what it is that you want, because it's all important. You know, I feel like you just need to give it a chance. You need to give the work a chance. Okay? You need to figure out how to make things work for you. You have the ability to create a program of change, and you can stick to it. But it's going to take time, and it's going to transform from something painful to something pleasurable. So keep that in mind. Okay? I want you to know, when you put in the work and you do it, the freedom and the strength that it kind of gives you from doing the work, it's going to far outweigh the discomfort or the pain or anything like that that comes with it, because everything is uncomfortable. Doing the work is always uncomfortable, and we always feel like, I think, that uncomfortableness is going to last a long time, and it doesn't. It really doesn't. We move through it a lot faster than we think if we stop resisting it. Seriously. So I think that's one of the hardest lessons to learn in life. Okay? Travel. So this is one of our witchy cards. And our witchy card is saying we have some travel coming. So, maybe I don't feel like this is a literal physical journey. I feel like this is very much about getting outside your comfort zone. She's ready to travel outside of her comfort zone. Okay? Travel outside of what makes you feel secure. Because that's where the answers are. Nothing's going to be found sitting on the sofa. You got to move. And I feel like you have to seek some kind of adventure. You have to discover something that's really waiting for you out there. Seriously. So this is very much about travel, whether it's literal travel or just movement. Sometimes we just need to get moving, in order for things to start to move in our life. We need some physical movement. So maybe you need to get up and dance. Maybe you need to get up and go for a walk. Maybe you need to just get out. Maybe you do need a little day trip somewhere. you know. But to get things moving, that's what you need to do. Okay. And then we have another little witchy card here. And it's potions and spells. A pinch of this, a dash of that. You can be sure before you call. All right. So I feel like along with getting ourselves moving, okay, you also need to know where you're going, what your goals are, what you want to manifest. You can't figure all of that stuff out. Sometimes we can figure stuff out along the way, but this reading is very clear that you need to have clear goals. You need to have, so when we have potions and spells, those are clear ingredients. You know, we want to know what the ingredients are, and for us, for goals and what we want, our ingredients are smaller goals. You know, I feel like your guides are trying to remind you that you can manifest whatever it is that you want. You can manifest something bigger. You can think big, okay? But you have to incorporate these changes. You have to incorporate everything. You have to incorporate changes in every area of your life, whether that be what you do for work, your relationships, how you eat, how you interact with others, how you interact with yourself. Are you doing self-care? All, like, just everything, I feel like, needs a revamp. You need to relook at it, because I feel like, you know, that's kind of, I don't know, that's what I'm feeling. You know, we can't hold back anymore, is what I'm getting for those of you who chose this. There's no more time to hold back. It's time to make a plan. It's time to get some shit moving, get some shit done, okay? So I'm going to pull out the next one over here. So, magical spells, beauty. So you're struggling with how you look, you know. Are you struggling with creating a beauty? Are you struggling maybe with your physical appearance? The appearance of how things look in your life to others? You know, there's nothing wrong with wanting to look your best and taking pride in your appearance. But perhaps some of you are struggling with judging yourself in a negative way. Okay? And this could be based solely on your physical appearance, or even the physical appearance of what, you know, your life looks like. Maybe your home, your car. This is like physical beauty. You know, so what's going on here? Like, things like that fade. They don't last forever. You know, what really matters is our inner qualities. You know, so I know it can be so hard, you know, to struggle with how you look or how you feel about how you look. You know, perhaps the transformation here is, for many of you, maybe it is about how you look and how you feel, getting healthy. You know, maybe you're tired of being stressed out. Maybe you're tired of not feeling good about yourself. But what are you going to do about it? You can only be tired for so long before that in itself is stressful. Again, here, the moon, these are moon cards. I am the weaver of my reality. We just talked about this. You know, the cards are very clear. What you want is obtainable. How you want to feel is obtainable. You know, what's hidden behind the background. So maybe here there's something hidden as far as your health. Maybe there's something hidden within your body. Maybe there's something bigger going on, which is why you're struggling with how you're feeling or how you're looking. Okay? So these cards, I swear, they're just like your commitment is being tested. So I feel like when it comes to the moon energy, it's the moon energy is coming in. It's saying it's very much about commitment. And I know this Taurus, it's in Taurus, and Tauruses are very good at commitment. So I feel like this moon energy is asking you to tap into that and become more committed to yourself, more committed to your path, more committed to manifesting what you want, more committed to letting go of the things that are getting in your way, more committed to discipline, to being open, to movement, to the plan, to making the plan. Okay? I feel like this moon also wants you to know that you are protected. You have a protection card here when it comes to the moon cards. You know, and our guides are always telling us that we're protected, right? You know, we're always protected. Our guides are always here. But sometimes I think we don't realize that. And I also feel like you need to trust in what you need to do. That's what keeps coming up here. Let go of your resistance. You know, you're going to find that you're more confident in what needs to be done if you let go of any resistance that you have to it. And every time you find yourself resisting, stop and pause and maybe see what triggers the resistance. I feel like that's important. And I also feel like perhaps ask your guides, what way do I need to go? What would be the best thing for me to do? How can I do this well? Because I feel like maybe you're just lacking in direction a little bit. And that's why you're also struggling. Okay? I was kind of drawn into this next deck, which is my Dark Goddess deck. You know, and this deck really wanted to come and join this reading. So I'm really bad at the names. I'm not even going to try that one. This is a goddess of loss. I feel like this goddess is here to say, like, you've lost sight of who you are. You've lost something maybe that has been lost to you will be returned. Don't lose faith. You know, I feel like she's maybe saying you haven't used your true potential. Again, I'm getting something hidden from you. Open your eyes. That has come up a lot in this reading. I feel like I don't know. I feel like this goddess is just saying there's something about you that feels a little lost. Okay? So you want to re-tap into that again and to find that part of yourself again. Then our final card here is the owl. I'm just going to put him right there. Look at those owl eyes. Just staring. So the owl is about wise seeing, about wise action. And owls can be a very special or sacred animal, you know. I feel like there's need for more information when we see this owl. I don't want you to act emotionally. I want you to think strategically and not be impulsive. I feel like you need some kind of plan. You need to bring the pieces together. All right. So when we look at this whole reading, so I can kind of do a little recap. I know you're not going to be able to see the whole thing, but there's a transition coming, and we have these cards over here. Something hidden constantly came up. Something hidden. Okay. Something going on behind the scenes. And I feel like with this one, it's very much about something not coming back to us in the way that we want to, or maybe in the way that we put out our energy out there for people or for ourselves or some kind of situation. Okay. We're going to go through a transformation. We need to open up. We need to make some room for something new to grow. We need to get more disciplined. We need to get moving. We need to get all of our ducks in order. We need to get our plans in order. We need to figure out what we need, how we need to utilize it. Okay? Focusing on our beauty, whether that's our physical beauty, our beauty in our home, our beauty in our life. There's something that has to do with our beauty that we're struggling with, that needs our focus, that needs our attention. Okay? We need to know, you guys want you to know, you need to be committed. You are here to create your own universe. You know, you create your life, you create the things that are going on. So however you continue to create things is how they will be. If you want to make a change, it's important to do so, and to do so soon. Okay? We have that goddess of loss, so we don't want to lose anything. We want to maybe get back in touch with ourselves, get back in touch with our bodies, our power. We're not using our full potential, right? And we want to see things as they are. Again, I got a lot of hidden stuff, so that stuff will be revealed, but you have to be open to it. Okay? So I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please go ahead and subscribe. All right. All right, if you chose pile number 2, get this out of the way. This is your reading. This is the Halloween deck. I love it. Very cool. It's actually my first year using it. I just got it. So I'm going to pull 3 cards. And I'm not going to put these upside down because actually I don't even think I've shuffled this deck in that way. So we're going to read them all straight up. All right. So if you chose this pile, these are some very good cards, some very good Halloween energy. I feel like there's things that are coming together for you. I feel like maybe a new path is opening up for you. And I do want to say that I feel like maybe you're struggling a bit with your self-doubt or your abilities to do something, okay? But I feel like the people around you, or the people who have chosen you to do some kind of task or anything like that, they are very clear that they trust in your skills. Okay. Um, I feel like it's just time for a newer path for some of you. I feel like it's time to kind of reach for something different. All right. I'm going to move these out of the way. I want to get them all mixed up. So with that being said, let's see where the oracle cards will take us today. All right. Oh, yeah. So our first card is Destiny. Seriously, I guess opening up a new path was definitely where we're going with this, right? I don't know. So your destiny is literally like opening up. That's pretty awesome. But you have to trust in it. And like I said, I feel like people around you trust in it, trust in you, but you struggle with it. So, and I get, all right, so for some of you, I do get some health issues. So see how he's kind of like a doctor's checkup. So if you're feeling off, I definitely want you to make sure you get to the doctors because I don't know, for whatever reason that is coming up. So I don't want to ignore it. You know, and it could just be everyday allergies, you know, nothing big, but I want you to know, like, don't put it off, you know, call your doctor, get seen, get tested, anything like that. All right, so that being said, there, I feel like this new path is very much about finding your own truth and what is true to you. Because I feel like there's some things that are work for you in your life, and there's some things that aren't. I feel like they're not functioning well. There's things that you normally do that just aren't working for you anymore in your life. And I feel like maybe some of you are wondering why that is, and that's just because, you know, there's some parts of the way you handle things that cannot move forward with you at this time. All right. I feel like a lot of the journey on your path going forward is inward, not outward in the world. It's very much an inward path going forward. And, you know, I feel like there may be some sacrifices on your part going forward, but ultimately, it's a very favorable card to get, very favorable energy when it comes to achieving goals. It's never an easy path when we're looking at our destiny, okay? And I feel like many of you have this desire for some greater awareness, you know, which will definitely come, but it's going to take a little time. We have the wisdom card that comes up next. So, you know, that's where I see that. You know, you're looking for wisdom, you're looking for awareness, you're looking to know more and understand more about yourself, maybe about life, maybe about emotions and feelings and your path and manifesting, law of attraction. I feel like all of these things coming up of, like, I feel like everybody's stuff is coming up of all what they want to know more of. Okay. So I feel like for those of you who chose this pile, it's just like, I just want more information. I want to know more. I want to learn more. Okay. To do this path, you have to be the maverick. You have to be the anti-hero or the risk taker. I like her. I think she's really, really cool. You know, we're always talking about the hero story where the hero goes through all these life-changing things and comes out the end, you know, the hero, the better person, more knowledgeable, more wise. But your hero story is more of an anti-hero story. Okay. I feel like as you go through this current path, current destiny, perhaps the things that you learn are not going to be seen or acknowledged or recognized by others. I feel like this is for you. You know, this is not, your hero story at the moment is not for anyone else. You know, and I want to say, as you go through this path, don't get frustrated if others don't appreciate you. They don't appreciate your efforts. Don't let that define you. Don't let moments where things aren't working out, or people aren't seeing your efforts or how hard you're working or how far you've come, get in the way of you continuing down your path. I don't want you to be focused on stereotypes. I don't want you to be focused on labels. I don't want you to be focused on, who you are, what you do as like a label. I don't know how to explain that. Like some people, when you first meet them, oh, what do you do for a living? That's a label. That is, you're defining yourself by your job. This path, you're not defining yourself by your job. You're not defining yourself by what you do every day. You're learning to define yourself by who you truly are inside. Okay? You're learning to see you. Learn to see your soul, your authenticity, your essence. Okay? And I also feel like you're learning to see how your choices kind of create your circumstances. Okay? Because I feel like you make choices that are different than the everyday path and the everyday norm. All right? We need to lighten up your load a bit. You have a lot going on. You have a lot on your shoulders. You have to put some of that down or delegate that out. All right? In order to have that time to focus on yourself, to pay attention to you, you have to lighten your load. There's no other way. I feel like there's just no other way. I feel like you have to figure out how to do that within your own life. So, I really, nothing's coming up for it in particular other than, figure out how to do that. Figure out what you don't need at this time. The witchy energy is also of protection. Okay? I feel like you need to know that you're protected. I feel like your guides want you to know they're here for support. And I also feel like, again, this is about additional support with this lightening up the load. There are others in your life that can help you out, that can, do things for you, be a part of your path, that can support you on your path. So you want to seek out those kind of people, those kind of situations, because I feel like that's where the protection comes in for you. Okay? So, next card we have here, I'm going to pull it up, and it's actually a really great one. You got the wish card. Wishes. So, clearly, wishes are all about literally making wishes. Okay? I feel like the magic in your life is really to wish upon a star. Um, you know, what you're wishing for or wanting or have been wanting can come in. It can and it will. Again, I felt, maybe you've been wishing for your destiny to happen. Just remember, it doesn't always come how you want it to. But whatever it is that you're wishing for or wanting, this energy, it's a good time to make that known, set those intentions, and then walk that path. Okay? There's medicine in my shadow. So I feel like many of you, there's a shadow side or a shadow part of you or shadow energy that needs to be acknowledged on this path. Okay? And it will be very important to acknowledge that. Again, we have this guy, this owl, this wisdom. I have the wisdom here with the owl. So I feel like some of you probably have owl spirit guides or spirit animals, or just spirit guides in general. So I feel like they tend to come through as owls, that are really guiding you, and they're going to show you and highlight those things to you. So when you're starting to feel like, oh God, why is this happening? Ask, what is this trying to teach me? What is this teaching me about myself? What is this triggering within me, and why? Okay. You got your hard work. So this is the moon energy we're moving into now. And the moon energy is very much about your hard work paying off. Again, that's why you're at this point where destiny is coming in, where it's okay to lighten your load, where it's okay to be the maverick, it's okay to take some risks. And again, go inward and focus inward. So I feel like everything you've been doing up to this point, maybe in the last couple of months or in the last couple of years, has been very outwardly focused, and it's time to come in, focus inward, because all of that hard work that you've already done has gotten you to this point and paid off. Okay, we've got release, okay, more moon energy. So with this full moon, I do want you to spend some time releasing, your old path, because I feel like it's a new path and a new cycle for those of you who chose this. And I want you to release the old path, release any negative thinking. I feel like release the thinking that you've got it figured out, because I feel like that's about to change for you in some way. I feel like you had things figured out, and where you were, but now I feel like you're getting back. You're gonna get to this place where maybe it's a new cycle and you don't have it all figured out anymore. Okay. The Goddess card. So these cards really stuck out to me this morning when I was doing my shuffling, and I pulled them in. So these are the dark goddesses, and this is Gaia, and she's the goddess of creation. Okay. And I feel like she wants you to focus on what is really important to you. She kind of comes with this warning: don't let anybody or anything distract you from your path. Again, we have the white owl here, so it's very clear that these are your guides coming through. I feel like they're saying, be true to yourself, be true to your beliefs. Don't give in to the demands of others. Again, I feel like that comes with lightening your load. Set clear boundaries. Be responsible for your actions. And I feel like Gaia really wants you to seize the day and create the life that you want. And that's a very destiny feeling energy, okay, that we have there. It's really time to take accountability of your life. It's time to put yourself first. Manifest what you want your life to be like. Take care of you. You know, everything that's happening to you in this moment, it has all been created by your own thoughts, your words, your actions, your feelings. And Gaia has this ability to reveal what lies beneath the surface. You know, she comes through to kind of remind you that you have the ability to create or destroy, and it's your choice. You know, what is it that you're trying to create in your life? What are you trying to manifest? What are you trying to bring to life? Okay. That's some very strong energy there. And your final card, very pretty cards. I always leave that there. You got winter. Got a little bit of winter going on if you were in the Northeast yesterday. Winter is about the sacredness of pausing. So there's a pause in your life. There's a slowing down. There's a, getting darker. There's this cycle that we go through. Okay, whether it's figurative or literal. This is, winter always talks about a time where we let things die away that don't serve us. Things that have been bothering you for some time, I want you to let them die back. I want you to take real action to change those things. And I want you to go within. We hibernate in the winter. Go within yourself, hibernate. So, just gonna recap here what we talked about. Okay. So, good things are coming. New paths are opening up here. We have strength. Again, I want you to trust in yourself. And I want you to trust in any feelings that you have where you may not be feeling well. You may be having symptoms. And get yourself tested or checked out. All right? Because that feeling came up kind of twice during this reading. So for some of you, that is relevant. Destiny has come. Destiny is going to unfold. This is a new cycle. We're going to focus on wisdom. We're going to focus on a different path. We're going to focus on ourselves. We're going to come within ourselves here. I want you to lighten that load. I want you to reach out to others. Trust that you are protected. Decide what you want, what you wish for, how you want things to be. Know that any work that you put in is going to come back to you. And the work that you've done so far, it has led you to this point where you're ready for something bigger. All right. Trust when your shadow side comes up. Ask what is triggering it so that you can focus on that and learn how to utilize that shadow side to your advantage. Release the things that are not serving you. Release an old path and open up to a new path. It's time to create something bigger, something different, manifest something more by going within and learning more about yourself and your path and your essence and what is your destiny. Okay? If this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe. All right. All right, let's go with pile This is the Zombie Tarot. Okay. Let's see. What does the Zombie Tarot have in store? I love this deck. It's a fun deck. I only bring it out for Halloween. But it's fun to work with. So, we have cups. And we have more cups. And then we have some wands. All right. So, as we can see. All right. If you chose this pile, I feel like for some of you, perhaps there's new relationships coming in. For others, it's just a strengthening of the relationship, maybe a new cycle in your relationships, particularly romantic relationships. Okay. But it could also be partnerships, business partnerships, friendships. But there's some kind of struggle or something that you have to go through to get what you want. Okay. So I feel like maybe there's something that you want out of a relationship, whether it be, for it to deepen, whether for it to be more open, whether it to be more consistent. There's something there, but in order to get what you want, again, there's a struggle here. We see these guys struggling. That's the struggle to get to the other side. Okay. So let's see what the oracle cards have to say about that. You got some Aries energy, some I am energy. So Aries energy is very strong, very stubborn energy. I feel like in some relationships, we want to focus on. I feel like if you chose this is very much about your relationships. This whole, I'm kind of like looking like ahead at the cards. If you chose this, it's very much about relationships. So whether this is about your current romantic relationship, or whether this is about a future one, about your relationship with yourself, your relationship with people that you work with, a friendship, family relationships, this is about a relationship in your life. Okay. And I feel like there's this underlying feeling of wanting to be the most important one, maybe not wanting to be wrong. Maybe you're in a rush. Maybe somebody's being provoked or tested, whether it be you or the other person. There's some challenges where you're bumping heads or, trying to figure out emotions. Okay. I feel like there needs to be freedom on both sides. I feel like you need to be open to that. I feel like, you need to let go of any emotional drama. I feel like there needs to be compromise, whether you want to or not, or whether that feels right, or, I don't know. I feel like any conflicts are just not going to serve you well in your relationships at this time. Okay. It may make things worse. It may make things harder. I feel like there's just this need more for compromise and freedom and supporting each other. Having the same vision or forging ahead the same kind of path that is similar. I feel like you don't want to be in a position where you have to be defending yourself, and you don't want to put the other person in a position where they have to feel like they're defending themselves. It's almost a test of wills in your relationships at this time. Okay. it's time to let go of how you thought it should be, because it's not going to be like that at all. It's just not going to. I feel like it's going to be something different, and that's not a bad thing. But it is if you continue to hold on to what you thought it would look like, or what you expected it to look like, or what if you expect it to continue to be like that. I feel like the relationship it needs some room to breathe and to grow and to become something different. In relationships, relationships change, they grow, they ebb and flow, and they're supposed to do that. So I feel like for some of you, we got the seduction card, which is allure, desire, manipulation. So I feel like some of you might find that you're in a relationship that there's this manipulative energy, or, I want you to watch out for that, because if that's the case, if you're in that kind of relationship, you want to walk away. You want to get away as fast as possible, because that kind of relationship isn't going to grow or change. It's going to hit this wand wall, and it's not going to go anywhere. For others, there may be, you may be letting your desires of what you want get in the way, of really connecting with this person on a deeper level. I feel like the witchy energy that's coming in is talent. So I feel like you need to give things your best shot when it comes to relationships. I feel like you need to live up. I feel like, if you want a relationship to be at its true potential, you have to give it a chance. You have to work together. You have to practice. Practice makes perfect, No relationship is perfect, and no relationship is able to work without it being something where there's not work. I don't know if that makes any sense. All relationships require work. There is no perfect relationship that doesn't require it. So I feel like that's why that card came up. The Witch card, okay? This came up the other day. Again, this is very much about your essence, being yourself, not changing for someone else, and not expecting anyone else to change either. I feel like that's super important, because we can't change, and we can't expect other people to change. We have to be true. I feel like this is very much about being true to yourself there. Okay. So, healing. Some people don't realize that we get into relationships and we're two people who are usually broken, and we're trying to heal. And our relationships can help us do that in different ways. So you'll want to look at how your relationships are helping you heal, or how you're helping the other. Like, you're both intertwined and helping each other heal in some way. So what is it that is healing for you? What pattern are you recognizing in this relationship that you want to break because it didn't work in past relationships, or it ruined past relationships, or it led to a breakdown in the past relationship? Super, super important. Okay. I love this. It's safe and beautiful to express my sensuality. So are you doing that in your relationship? Are you open to sexual gratification, to feeling good, to feeling intimate with your partner? Do you enjoy it? Are you taking the time to enjoy it? Are you both meeting each other's needs? So important in relationships. It can be something that's very overlooked or something that's used as a weapon, and that's not what it's for. Okay, I also feel like, you need to be open to your own beauty and how good you feel about yourself, because here's the next card, and we talk about you're good enough. Okay, so I feel like this really works well and goes into the next one, because you have to believe that you're good enough. You're good enough for this person. And I want to tell you that if you were with somebody who says that they're not good enough for you, or they'll never be good enough for you, believe them. But at the end of the day, you are good enough. You are enough. You do deserve happiness. You deserve a relationship where you feel good, where you trust being open and intimate, where there's healing going on both sides. You got hunger. This full moon is going to highlight in your relationships what is lacking, what is missing, where do you need more, what more do you need. Okay, this is the dark goddess. She's the dark goddess of purification. Okay, so I feel like, again, with this moon energy, with this Halloween energy, there is going to be some endings to relationships. There's some purification. And whether it's full endings or just endings to patterns, I don't know. It's different for everyone. But don't fight it. Don't hold on. Let it happen. Let this goddess come through and really purify what you've been holding on to. What needs to be cleansed. And then your final card here, the Skull of Flowers. Creating through the ashes. Sometimes we want something so differently in relationships, and that can mean a radical change. Again, for some of you, it could be an ending, because that relationship will just never give you what you need, what you want. For others, it's a radical change in how open you are with your partner, how intimate you are with your partner, how much you're willing to let go of your expectations, how well you're willing to compromise. If you're feeling really uncomfortable in your relationship, there needs to be a change. Whether it's a change or a loss, it could be one or the other. There needs to maybe be a reassessment of how you live your life, of how you interact in your relationships. Sometimes this is like that rising from the phoenix energy. Sometimes we need that. We need to rise from the phoenix. We need to let it all go and start over. And I never say that about being in a relationship. You should never have to start over within a relationship. I never go backwards and go back to a relationship and start over, because 9 times out of 10 it doesn't work. If you're feeling really strongly about it and you're the 1 time out of 10, then God bless you. But most of the time it's the other way around. So if you chose this, I just want to recap. This reading was very much about relationships, the kind of relationships that you want. We have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, two people having dinner, but what's getting in the way of that? What complications are getting in the way of those relationships, or having a relationship that you want, that you cherish, that you enjoy? And part of that is this Aries energy of being stubborn and bullheaded and not compromising, needing to let go of your expectations, letting go of any desires that are overwhelming you, any manipulative behaviors or those who are manipulating you, trusting in your own essence and what you want and what you feel, practicing compromise, figuring out what works and what doesn't work, being beautiful, being open, being intimate, being sexual with your partner, knowing that you're good enough, letting go of any lack or paying attention to the lack that comes up, especially over the next week. Like, what is triggered, what comes up, because there's something there that is lacking, and it's going to be revealed, and it's going to be, the goddess wants to come in and help you purify that and change it. All right. And for some of you, it may be just letting go and starting over, because you've just gone through so much and it's just not something to hold on to. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button, and please be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. All right. Let's move on to pile number 4. And that is the Haunted House Tarot. So we have, you also have the Ace of Cups. And we have the Five of Pentacles. And we have, I have to look at that guy. Who is he? He is the Emperor. So I feel like if you chose this pile, the energy that's coming through for you is one where I need you to get stronger. I need you to be a little stronger. I feel like there's something lacking here, whether that's an emotional lack or an actual physical lack in your life. But there's something that's lacking, and I feel like that divine masculine energy and the divine feminine energy are not balancing really well, because I feel like this is divine masculine and it's divine feminine, and there's something lacking that is in the balance between the two of those energies in your life somehow. Okay? So let's see. So you got Black Moon Lilith, some mystery energy here, mystery vibe. Again, like I said, there's something lacking. What's going on? So I feel like it's time to be very careful about how you're thinking about things, how you're manifesting. I don't want you to lose things that you worked really hard for. I get the feeling you might be waiting for something to happen, but you don't have all the information. Maybe you feel like something's going to happen, and you feel something you're feeling. There's something like lacking. There's something like that's not lacking, that's going on in the shadows. You're feeling something should happen, something will happen. You're feeling it, you know it's going to come, and maybe that's why you're struggling you're like reaching out your feminine energy and masculine energy, and like neither one is giving you the answers. Okay? Justice. I feel like justice will happen. Maybe you're waiting for justice to happen. Maybe you're waiting for something to come through, an answer to come through. and it will happen in its own time. It's not something that you can make happen. It's not something that you can force or anything like that. So I want you to know that. But that, I feel like that's kind of lurking in the background, is karma or justice. All right, it's going to happen. And it's very interesting because we have this little girl, this little vampire, and she's religion, the rules, the commandments. Oh. So this is like another, yes, that's what's going to happen. You know, things will be righted, wrongs will be righted. And I feel like, and I just want to pull this up with the manifestation card, you know, and the Black Moon Lilith, and being in the middle, I feel like whatever has been lost will come back to you in some way, shape, or form. I feel like, you know, if somebody has wronged you, it's going to come back. Whatever they took, whatever you lost from that situation. So I want you to work on manifesting not the karma, but the justice. Okay? That's that, you know, you don't never want to manifest or interfere with anybody's karma. But I feel like this pile is very much about, this energy is very much about doing the right thing. We have to do the right thing. So then we're going to bring in this spider energy, which is kind of crazy. So I feel like, you know, what web are you creating is the question. Are you trying to catch somebody or something in your web all the time? Because that can be really exhausting. I feel like, I don't know, it's almost like, she's got strange. So there's a lot of mystery going on with your energy here, with your reading, trying to take control out of how things will happen. You know, trying to figure out maybe the best path to take. As I feel like there's something that you just haven't tapped into, and I feel like you need to trust it instead of trying to force it, because I feel like the spider energy is very much about trying to, again, force karma. You know, maybe not play by the rules, maybe force some kind of manifestation to come through, and that's just not how, you know, that kind of energy works. So I want you to keep that in mind. That being said, you do have some luck on your side. Okay? Seriously. You know, with the luck card, again, it's seriously about actual luck. Luck, the energy of luck coming in your life. So I feel like however things play out, there's this element of luck, of things just kind of happening, being in the right place at the right time kind of energy. I trust in the change that is unfolding. So, you know, when you don't trust, that's when you start to try to, you know, manipulate and make it happen and, you know, control things. And I want you to stop doing that. I want you to let go of that and trust in the changes that are coming through. Trust in the powers that be. Trust in the mystery a little bit. Okay? Trust that things are going as they should. You know, if you've been waiting for answers, I feel like this full moon energy will definitely bring them. Something will happen. There's conclusions within reach. There's the energy of answers coming through. You know, again, trusting in that change. Resistance. So this is like this moon energy right here. So with this moon energy, you have to let go of resistance. See, she's like holding on, and nothing things are trying to grow through that hold, that control. They're going to happen anyways. You're just making it harder for yourself, which is kind of the lesson of the day, or the lesson that always comes through with that card is why are you making it harder for yourself? Stop resisting, open up. The answers are coming. Just let it happen naturally in the best way you possibly can. Okay? So the goddess cards, and I said this in every reading, these goddess cards really called out to me. They wanted to be a part of this reading. So you got Medusa. Medusa is about appearance. I feel like she wants you to rethink your priorities. Don't be self-obsessed. Watch out for judging book by its cover, or judging people, or judging situations by what you see or what you think they are. Okay, I feel like you need to look a little deeper. I feel like some of you may be struggling with narcissistic relationships, and you really want to look into that and look deeper if that resonates with you, because I feel like they're karmic relationships that you may be in or struggling with. And like the luck wants to come through, and the things that you want to manifest or do the right way or try to control. The control is like codependency issues coming through. So you really want to think about those kind of things. Okay. I feel like the real you is kind of behind. Either it's you or the other person or somebody else in your life, and like there's this real you or the real them that is hidden behind something. There's blind spots. So we got the Skull of Darkness. I'm going to pull that card out now. That's it. And he's talking about blind spots. There's things that you can't see. There's things that you can't understand clearly. There's repeated patterns that you just keep doing and maybe you're not seeing. Okay, that's just going to keep happening over and over again. You may find that you fail at something repeatedly, that you're betrayed by people repeatedly. You're not completing tasks. You got to do the work. You got to uncover your blind spots. And you can ask some trusted friends or professionals to help you with that. It's not easy. But the mystery is something that will remain hidden for you if you don't open it up yourself, if you don't allow it to happen. So if you chose this, there's this struggle here between the divine feminine and divine masculine. Something in between here is lacking. Okay, so whether this is two parts of yourself, or whether this is a relationship that you're in, possibly maybe abusive or narcissistic, or just imbalanced and unhealthy. There's something going on here, because I see this need for justice. I see karmic relationships. I see this Black Moon Lilith, the mystery. The mystery plays out in every single card, especially here with the blind spots, which I think is so, so important. So I feel like maybe you're thinking the mystery is something exciting, but it's really not. So we want to focus on doing things the right way, playing by the rules, allowing others to clean up their own karma or handle their own karma. We're going to try not to control the situation. A little bit of luck will come through, which is a good thing for you. And I feel like, again, with this full moon energy, I know that there's endings coming. Don't resist them. There's answers coming, and trust in any changes that come through. And with Medusa, again, focus on priorities. What are your priorities? Because they need to be changed. Okay? So, if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you'd like to see more readings from me, please go ahead and subscribe. Okay? All right. So we have gotten to pile number 5. All right. This is the Vampire Tarot. Can be a little creepy looking, but it's a great deck. Super great energy. All right. So we're going to pull 3 cards. We got the 3 of Knives, the 5 of Scepters, and the 8 of Skulls. So, what am I seeing here for you guys? I'm definitely seeing a need to break free, or kill off something that just doesn't sit well with you, that doesn't serve you. This yellow golden flower here thrown on the ground and covered in blood. It's like there's just something, whether it's a part of you or literally something in your life, that you need to let go of. I don't want it draining you anymore. Okay? I feel like there's this also this need. I feel like you're part of your path at this time is to open up to obstacles. Open up to what gets in your way and fight them. We're fighting obstacles. Okay? I want you to fight your obstacles. Fight your triggers. Fight your demons. Fight the things that get in the way. Okay? Because then we get to this point where we're using our power and harnessing our magic and tapping into our essence of who we are and how we do things and where we want to go in life. Okay? So you get some pretty powerful energy here. And that shows up really in this first card. All right? Because you got, these are astrology cards. You got the second house. Second house is about owning. Okay? So I feel like it's very much about owning yourself, owning your essence, owning your magic and who you are. The second house is about money and how you make it and how you spend it. So are you owning your shit? Literally. Are you working on owning a home or, financial responsibility and owning things? Your self-esteem. A lot of this is about your self-esteem. Okay. So whether your question is your focus, money, earnings, material assets, all those things are going to kind of play a part in your path going forward. Okay. I feel like you need to remain committed to what you do. This full moon is in Taurus, and the second house is actually ruled by Taurus. So I feel like with patience and small, gradual advancements and solid achievements, you can start to manifest the things that you want, to manifest the path, the energy, the feelings that you want. All right. I feel like maybe some of you are at the beginning stages of something, whether it be a business, a job. I don't want you to be stubborn. I want you to be open to things developing and the path going as it should. I don't want you to rush things. I feel like if you try to do that, you're not going to get back what you want. So it's more about having faith that it will arrive. All right. And having faith in yourself. So I feel like from a self-esteem point of view, the lessons that are coming through for you and the energy is about having faith in yourself as well. Having faith in, not only what you look like, but what you do, your own energy, your own feelings. Like, it's just very much about a need for a self-esteem boost here. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And then obviously this next card is also faith. Trust, unwavering confidence. I feel like this stands out to me right here, this heart center. Okay. So I feel like not only does she have faith in her ability, her skills, how she loves, how she shows up in the world, how she feels about things. She doesn't let anybody get in her way. She doesn't let anybody sway her. Her heart is open, but only for the right person. I feel like, again, you see the key there. So she doesn't open up her heart for anybody. Only the people who have earned that. Okay. And she has faith that there are people in the world that will come into her life that will earn that key, will earn that heart, her openness, her love, her devotion. I feel like many of you that have chosen this, either that's the lesson that's coming through, or your guides want you to know that you're there, you've got it. This is on fire. Your heart chakra and your solar plexus chakra are on fire right now. Okay. And again, I feel like that comes through with this card. Love for yourself. Love for, you, like, you're showing yourself so much self-love, and you've been doing it a lot, and you've been trusting in yourself and trusting in who you are, trusting in your essence, your energy, your magic. Okay. Intuition. So these are like the witchy energies that are coming through, and that I feel like you've been tapping more into your intuition and trusting it and trusting the guidance that comes through, because it's real, it's raw, and it's been on point. Okay. So you want to continue that flow. And if you haven't felt it, that's what's coming through. I feel like we have the third eye there. It's very open. Again, your chakra is here. Very open, very raw, very on fire. Okay? But we also have patience coming through. So when we talk about our magic, we want to have patience, trust in that magic. Again, the Taurus energy is coming through really strong for you guys. So there's that energy of not rushing things. Yes, it's exciting to be able to tap into our intuition and our faith and our chakras and all this fire energy. But we have to combine that with, again, this green Taurus-y energy. I feel like this full moon will, may put a little bit of damper on how open you were, before it. It may start to kind of slow down a little, but I want you to remember and have faith that it's still correct. Your intuition's still right. You're still on point. Again, my inner compass knows the way. This moon energy is really just telling you, like, even when you can't tap into your heart chakra, your third eye, your intuition, there's something within you that always knows the way, that always brings up the path that you need. So I feel like you need to trust in that when you can't see it and when you can't feel it and when you can't tap into it. Okay? With this energy, there's profound, powerful change that's coming through. Again, I have this feeling it's with your essence. It's with your magic. It's with how you manifest and create and how you feel and how you move. Okay. Some self-reflection is needed. So I definitely would take some time to do some self-reflection over the next week. You know, how do you feel about yourself? How do you feel about, you know, your feelings, your emotions? That second house, how's your money? How well are you doing that? How do you feel about money? How do you feel about your self-worth? Things of that nature. Because I feel like those will be the triggers, the things that you have to kind of fight through. So if you have a good base of self-reflection, it will help you to move through that. And these are the goddess cards, and they really wanted to be a part of this reading. And you got obsession here. Obsession. So I feel like for you as well that this is another one of those obstacles. When we talk about the obstacles here. Oh, sorry. When we talked about these obstacles that we're going to have to fight or move through or move out of our way, obsession is definitely one of them for you. So I feel like you need to know what's important to invest in right now. Or is there a particular person that's worth your investment? Do you feel like you're worth investing in? So I want you to take a moment this weekend to really clear your head. I don't want you to worry so much about things. I want you to do them. You know, clear your head and do things that need to be doing. And I also want you to be careful of, with this second house and this Taurus, like, I don't want you to make pursuing money a career, material things. I don't want you to obsess over that. I don't want you to make that like your master. Because there's always things that money can't buy. You know, life is full of opportunities. You know, if you want to achieve something, then give it your best, but be prepared that not everything works out. Okay. So I feel like that's important, and I don't know why, because maybe some things just won't work out for some of us. Your final card here is the Death card. Eternal life, things changing, new cycles coming and going. I feel like something's just falling away. Just something. And I don't feel like it's something big, honestly. I just feel like there's something that's kind of getting cleared in your life that's going to help make you stronger, make you see yourself in a different light, maybe make you trust yourself more. You know, and it's just a part of your cycle at this time. You may not even notice it, to be honest with you. But that's what I'm feeling. So, to go over things, there's something that you've cut away, you've killed, you've moved, let go of, or need to. There's obstacles that are coming up, so you're going to move through those obstacles, get through them, and you're going to tap into your essence, your magic, how you create life, how you get through things and do things. There's a lot there with that second house, so it has to do with money. Again, have some patience. Trust in the form. Trust in yourself. Have faith. There's a lot here about your own beautiful essence and your intuition and your chakras there, kind of all being open and on fire. Trusting in your inner compass when they're not on fire, when they're not quite open. Expect powerful changes. I want you to do some self-reflection. Super, super important. So you can move through any obstacles, such as changes that feel uncomfortable, the death or the moving away of some things in your life. Okay? So, if this reading resonated with you, please go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to see more readings from me, please be sure to subscribe.